Dylan, I guess when you guys went back and watched the film from LSU, what were kind of the things that stuck out to the offensive line?
Well, it was like little things, to be honest. For the most part, we played okay, but it was small things we missed on that could have changed the game, make score look a little different. I'll say it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't the greatest. Yeah.
That start you guys had, that was a tough way to get it going there, that Tiger Stadium.
It was kind of hard to hear. Like the first play, you could see me. I didn't even move because I didn't know he clapped. But that Tiger Stadium is pretty loud for sure.
Yeah. Your former teammate Jaden Muskrat, I think, came in. Was it the second half and played right tackle? Was that right?
Yeah.
How do you think he did?
After watching film, he played well. Yeah. He went out there and did what he usually does. Yes, sir.
How excited was he to get out there and play in an SEC game?
I don't know. Muskie's pretty nonchalant, so it was like it's another walk in the park for him. Yeah.
You guys, I know it was a different game, but when you guys went to A&M and lost, you were able to flush it so well and then come home and almost beat Georgia. How do you do the same thing this week? How do you kind of put this one behind you and get ready for another ranked team coming into your place?
Well, first we have to find out what our identity is, because almost beating Georgia is not beating Georgia is not good enough. And we lost to whoever we just played by 30. I mean, that happens. But this week, though, we're just going to look at we threw away the film. We're just going to get better and go back to the fundamentals.
Yeah. When you have that, I guess Coach Freeze calls them truth meetings, and he kind of lays it out there. What feedback are you getting, things that, especially the O-line, that y'all are doing well, that you can build on?
Well, I feel like we can run the ball against anyone in the country. Pass protection needs a little bit clean up. It's, like I said, the small things. Like in the game, I made a call that was supposed to be made. And, I guess getting in the film room and knowing when to do things and when not to do them, yeah.
You talk about pass protection. That's something we've heard a lot about. Is that a combination of things? Is that y'all? Is it the quarterback? Is it the coaches? What goes into getting that correct in real time?
I guess it's all been on the same page. Sometimes we're not in sync as a unit, and you can kind of see it on the film and on the field. But if we're all on the same page, I feel like we'll be good.
Dylan, playing left tackle in the SEC is a pretty big ask, right? It's a challenge. How do you feel like you've responded to that challenge so far?
Yeah, like I said earlier, football is football. So I just went out there with the same mindset I went out with being in the American Conference, and it's the same thing. I don't see any difference, to be honest.
What's the challenge of, you mentioned you guys have all the offensive linemen improving communication, making sure you kind of find an identity. What's the challenge of doing that during the season when you've got a game, only a few practices before every game, as opposed to the preseason where you've got 4 or 5 weeks of camp?
Well, now it's like crunch time, because you lose a game, team usually fall apart. This is when we need to come together and be stronger as a unit. So I'll say a lot of off the field bonding, a lot of on field extra work getting in, and I feel like the more time we spend with each other, the more connections we get, the better we'll be able to play. So I feel like we just need to spend more time with one another, and that'll translate to the field.
You guys have a lot of vets on this team. You guys are a bit more experienced. Do you think that kind of played a role in, last time when you guys were able to come out against Georgia with a lot of effort and fire? Do you expect that to play a role this time? Right?
Yeah.
Guys like yourself, are you kind of putting that on yourself for this game?
Yeah, because we have to give the young guys something to look forward to or something to look up to. We can't just break down, because that's teaching them it's okay to break down when time get hard. This one you have to go harder, get a win. Yeah.
Dylan, are you surprised with the struggles on offense? I mean, did you see this in fall camp? Did you see, man, there's some things that maybe could come up, or is this shocking to you how you guys are struggling?
Well, they say you practice how you play. Some of the things have shown up in practice, and I didn't think they were going to be as big of a disadvantage as they were, but I'm not going to say I could see the future, but it was kind of apparent that the things are going to happen, but we can get better. I mean, it's not things that are unfixable. It's just small things small things.
Dillon, you mentioned how tough it was at Tiger Stadium. How much can playing at Jordan-Hare at night help you guys Saturday?
If it's tough for us there, I know our fans are going to go crazy when their offense is on the field. So it'll give our defense a chance to, catch them slipping, get them a couple 5-yard penalties, a couple offsides. Yeah.
Dillon, Coach said you guys might have looked like kind of zombies a little bit after that last, or that first drive at LSU. Just kind of what do you remember the huddle looking like? And maybe, how do you go about fixing that in the middle of the game in an atmosphere like that?
Yeah, it was kind of like draw on the sidelines. Like, before the game started, we kind of looked defeated, and it was only one score, so like, are we looking like that? And I feel like we can just keep the energy up one another. Like, nah, we're good. Like it was enough of that going around. Like enough encouragement, I'll say. So next game or next time the going gets tough, we'll be able to encourage each other.
Dillon, you mentioned running the ball. You feel like you can run it against anybody. Do you wish you'd run it more than you are?
Yeah, I like to run the ball. Run the ball is good. Yeah, I love to run the ball. Yeah.
Thanks so much.